One way to find out. Rather like getting back on a horse after a bad fall. You know you have to do it, and in your heart of hearts, you know the sooner you get up, the better. Or you might not get back up at all. Perhaps this is the time for you to get back up.
You know, Rupert, maybe you're right. Maybe, perhaps, you're right. I hadn't really thought of it that way. Thank you. What's the matter? What are you doing? Where are we going?
I suddenly remembered my mother's back from Antigua, so we can't use her house. Here's no bloody good. We'll just have to go back to Penscombe. I'm certainly not going to make love to you for the first time in the back of a car, particularly not this car.
No, Rupert. Not yet. I didn't mean straight away. I still need a little more time for this.
I haven't got any more time, Helen. Christ. Brittany this weekend.
Brittany? What does Brittany have to do with this?
I just meant I shall be away. We're jumping in Brittany for the weekend.
I thought that you had been suspended.
I have. But only from the British team and only for team events. If Malia suspends me for the whole of the season, I might just chuck it all in.
What on earth would you do if you did?
I'd probably take off around the world.
Please don't.
Look, why don't you come over to Brittany for the weekend? Rather a good show. It'll be fun.
I would love to, but I can't. I have to work this weekend.
You don't think I'm serious, do you?
Yes, I do. I think that's the whole trouble. I think perhaps we both are.
Well, think about it.
No.
Right. There goes 200 bloody quid.
Did you tell him the whole story? Huh? How poor little Jippo Jake was bullied at school because his mother was the cook?
If you're going to
Jesus
make the team,
Christ.
Mr. Gordon needs to know what makes you tick. It's because I believe in you.
Let me explain something to you. I don't want to make it because somebody feels sorry for me.
You won't! Mr. Gordon said you were the most natural horseman he'd ever seen, and one of the most talented.
Okay. He said I was talented?
Yes?
Okay, I'm sorry. Look, I just want to do it my way.
You will, Jake. Really, you will.
You must be pleased with the way Murphy's coming on.
I'm pleased with you too, Fenn.
Still no score with Helen. Perhaps you're losing your touch. Perhaps you've met your match. Have your £200 ready, Rup.
How long do you reckon Malise will stand us down? Humphrey said he thought it could be for the season. Malise was heard to say his intention was to teach me a lesson.
Him and Miss America.
Well, don't count your chickens, chum. Still have till Sunday night.
Your quarry's still in England. Not even you can do it by telephone, chum.
Of course, dropping Rupert from the national team could also have the very opposite effect.
He's spoiled, and he needed a lesson.
But at what cost when he threatened to chuck it in altogether and take off around the world?
Solo?
I'm afraid so.
In that case, I'll reinstate him.
Thank you, Malise. I really mean that. And now, all I need to know is where they're competing in France.
You do know, I suppose, exactly what it is you're taking on, Helen.
No, of course I don't. Which of us ever does?
The show's at Avranches. The nearest airport's at Caen.
That new horse of Rupert's, Macaulay. That's one nice horse.
It's a bloody circus horse.
It's a bloody Olympic horse.
Merci, mademoiselle.
I hope your horse is all right. I don't know how he turned that one.
Yes, he was a bit of a silly chump, wasn't he?
Yes, mais oui, and at the double.
The double. Yeah, well, he was a bit wrong there, too.
French crumpet doesn't count.
Mademoiselle.
Madame,
Well, I don't see monsieur.
my husband is away on business.
Well, perhaps you'd like to have dinner tonight.
Always have dinner at night.
I meant with me.
No, thank you.
Well, what would you say to a little drink?
No, thank you.
Well, what would you say yes to?
There's your ticket, madam. And check-in is just around the corner. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
You make love a little better than you wrote.
I think you mean even better.
No, I don't. Be patient. First some champagne. And then I show you.
Look, what's with the champagne? It's anyone's birthday. Melise Gordon just rang. Jake's been selected. He haven't.
I have. I've been selected as reserve.
That's fantastic. That's great. Jake.
Well, I'm only the reserve.
Well, what did you expect? The captaincy? Anyway, now you're in. You make sure you stay in.
He will. To an Olympic gold. Cheers.
This, Lovell bloke, I saw him jump in Nottingham. Walked away with the top 2 classes. Bit untidy, but what he has got is guts.
He's really quite dishy in a dark, moody sort of way.
Lavinia. It's because he's a Romany. If he's the same Jake Lovell I'm thinking of. We were at prep school together, he and I, and Rupe. His mother was the cook. Oh, Rupe?
Not now, Billy boy. I'm shattered. Not sure I even have the strength to make it upstairs.
You remember Jake Lovell from Ballard House? Little Jake Lovell.
I remember Gypsy Jake, all right? Why?
He's just been selected as team reserve.
Balls. After what happened to Gypsy Jake, I doubt he can even walk, let alone bloody ride. Which, after an evening with Madame Duke Peru, is precisely how I feel.
No, Rupe! I tell you it's true, Rupe!
Billy! Come on.
What the hell are you doing here?
Surprise. I wanted to help you celebrate your good news.
I see. I see.
Hey.
Would you excuse me? Just a moment, please.